What is up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Working Out with me, the dude that works out and stuff. I'm the dude that works out and stuff. I'm also the dude that eats nutritious food so that when he goes to the gym and he works out really hard, that he gets results from it, the best results he can from it. So, why would you be going to the gym if you were not eating the food that you needed to eat? Anyway, so today was back day, and it was a very successful back day. My main focus of this back day was lightening the weight a little bit and making my back do all the work instead of my biceps and my forearms. And the result was probably one of the best back workouts I've had in a while. Imagine that. Making my back do the work instead of the rest of my muscles. So we're just going to jump right in on this one. So we started off with a warm-up. I started with lat pull downs. So of course I warmed up with the lat pull downs. So I started off lighter than I usually would for a warm-up because I was already going to be using lightweight when my working sets. So slow. So what we focused on here was the full stretch at the top and pulling down with a hook grip and really having that mind-muscle connection with my back. I wanted to feel my back pulling the weight down. And by focusing on that, I got a better pump in my back. So I wasn't trying to just throw around a lot of weight just to move numbers. You know, there's places for that in your workout. You know, there's nothing wrong with that if that's the way you do it. But I wanted to switch it up and really focus on the mind-muscle connection, the stretch, the squeeze, and all of that, and the contraction, which is the squeeze. And then, so I did 3 sets of 12 there. And then I moved on to the bent over rows. And I ended up doing, so same concept here, you know, the full stretch at the top of the rep and slow, controlled, and squeezing at the bottom, really focusing on pulling with my back. And I will say that definitely gave me a better back pump. I ended up doing 3 sets of 12 there as well. So the plan for the next exercise was going to be, dumbbell rows. But the dumbbells that I wanted to use and the area I wanted to use was pretty crowded, so I had to switch it up. And I'm not really a fan of doing that, switching up just because it's crowded, but I'm really trying to film everything, and I guess I didn't feel comfortable filming with a bunch of people in the background, I guess. But so I ended up doing cable rows instead, which is fine because I hadn't done cable rows in a while, and it's good to switch it up every once in a while. So cable rows. So with the cable rows, again, I wanted to go lighter than usual, and what I wanted to focus on was a full stretch, and while I'm pulling the weight towards me, my mind is connected to my back. I want my back to pull it. And you know, it can be a hard thing, like back is probably one of the hardest muscles to make that mind muscle connection because it's so easy just to pull with your arms, right? So on full stretch, that's why the full stretch, when you're fully stretched, you can really feel your back muscles stretching. And if you make that connection right there, as you're pulling the weight and you keep thinking about your back muscles, you're going to pull with your back more, and then squeeze at the end, and then slowly go back to the full extension. 3 sets of 12 there. But I will say that this style of back training is what I like right now. So in the foreseeable future, I think this is how my back training is going to go. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. Learning, trying new things, trying a bunch of things, and then finding your groove. Like your groove might be the heavy weight, slinging it around. That might make you feel good. That might be how you engage your back, and that's fine. Everybody's different, and there's so many ways to do this. You know, there's no right or wrong way. I mean, you know, there's definitely a wrong way, but that's just an extreme in another direction. So, I mean, really, guys, that's what it's all about. Tomorrow is going to be chest day, and I'm going to really focus on, I think with bench press, I'm still trying to move some weight around. It's the ego in me. I can't get it out. I can't remember. I've never bench pressed 225, and I really want that number. But we'll see. I could change my mind tomorrow. I could sit down and do a slow controlled set and be like, okay, this is how I'm going to do this workout. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow on chest day. But that's all I got for you guys right now, and I will see you guys later at the end of the day for the total food consumption for the day. But I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not stuck to my diet today. You know, it's going to happen, but that's all right. But I'm going to pull this up for you here in a second. I don't know, just had some cravings and I caved, but we're going to jump right back on it tomorrow. That's the thing about dieting, is that, you know, a lot of people will do a cheat meal, and I think that's something that could be beneficial, especially when you have these cravings. But I'm beating myself up a little bit about it, but I'll get over it. Let's see. All right. All right, here we are, 2,340 calories. It's only 5 o'clock. I'm sure I'll have a little bit more. Breakfast, I had my bagel, a little extra chicken. Lunch and dinner were the same, but I did have some cookies. But I also had, I don't think I'm going to put in all the information, but I'm going to add calories. I'd say about 500, because I had a cup of coffee and I had a Monster that wasn't a zero, so it had calorie content. We'll just add that. So our totals are 2,840 calories and 183 grams of protein. So not ideal, right? But I will say that it could have been worse. I could have gone a lot. It's kind of windy, so if the mic picks this up, I'm sorry. You know, it could have been a lot worse. Like, I could have just kept eating and eating, so I didn't really go over too far. It's something that I'll probably recover within a day, to be honest. So I'll stick to it tomorrow. I'll keep the calories down, and you know, we'll jump right back into it, and we'll get it right. You can't beat yourself up on days like this, even though I'm doing it a little bit, right? But so tomorrow's going to be chest day. We're going to stick to the diet. We're going to keep this thing dialed in as best we can. And I'd like to see myself drop down to 170 or below by the end of the year. It's a pretty tall goal, but we'll see what we can do. I'd really like to hit 225 on bench press. We'll see what I can push it tomorrow, but that's about all I got for you guys today. Keep pushing, stay strong, keep on grinding.